Using this Inception camera angle without the required accompanying the Hans Zimmer Accord states that one requires the other.
You ready?
No.
Thing Benedict Wong says every time he has to cameo in an MCU project somehow makes its way into the episode.
He is an abomination.
He sounds more ominous, sure, but we all know she means Billy, or William, or maybe Billiam. Okay, maybe he works best in this case, but she's still being a pronoun gaming witch.
Why do you let them believe those things about you? Huh?
Because the truth is too awful.
Rio's asking the question that's on all of our minds, which is really thoughtful of her. But it's an odd question for her to ask when you realize she already knows the awful truth that Agatha is talking about and why she wouldn't want to share it. Rio shouldn't be acting like a person who hasn't seen episode 9.
So, Agatha's ex is death.
Pretty sure in most people's minds, their exes are death. Not sure this is as clarifying of a statement as you think it is.
If Billy is killed, he'll reincarnate again and then you'll lose him.
Why would she lose him? She's death, right? How does death lose track of a soul? What's stopping her from immediately finding him again after he reincarnates? I feel like all of these MCU properties should come with a handbook because I can never understand what powers said character has or the limits of said powers.
And when I die, a long time from now, I don't want to see your face.
Gotta be more specific with those wishes, Agatha. Rio could just show up wearing a ski mask when you die and technically meet this requirement. Do you know how long Phil spent painting that set background just for you to ruin it because you couldn't walk out of the shot like a normal person? Do you?
I mean, how did they even meet?
Over corpses, I imagine.
Surely with just one more episode left, they'll actually tell us how they met instead of spending an entire flashback episode showing us that Agatha the witch killer is indeed a witch killer, right? Right?
Time to finish the road.
Choosing to finish the road when you could be watching Hidalgo.
There is absolutely zero chance I'm going to endure that experience again.
To be fair, I'd take 8 more episodes of this crew completing the Witch's Road for a second time over 10 minutes of Secret Invasion.
Don't steal her struggle.
Googling, do you need paperwork to allow anyone to steal your struggle? Because if I'm ever trapped in any kind of situation, I implore you to steal all of my struggle. You don't even have to return it.
I didn't even try to save Alice.
At least someone admitted it. And I'm saying it because I'm still mad about it.
Are you the one who bound me?
No way. Because that would be a ridiculous coincidence and would feel like the show is just desperate to tie up loose ends. That's just crazy talk.
Oh! Oh, God! That is my hair!
Agatha, if your hair tore that easily, I feel like lost magic is the least of your worries. You need some biotin and better shampoo, stat. Watching Jen regain her magic after a century of losing it and being made whole at last is beautiful. Sashir Zamata has been one of the best parts of this show and is absolutely worth removing a sin for. Just take it away before I remember that she's Ghost Rider's cousin and he still isn't in the MCU yet.
This can end right here, right now.
It cannot. Unfortunately, there are still 20 minutes left in the episode.
Boys, thanks for choosing me to be your mom.
Thinking you need to borrow the tears I shed during WandaVision to add an emotional punch to this show's penultimate episode. A show that will already have me bawling aplenty before all is said and done, you emotionally manipulative, beautiful bastards.
You can't keep him. So where does he go?
I don't know!
I also don't know how Agatha knows how to do this. Do we just chalk it up to her being an ancient witch? Is that enough for you? Because it's not enough for me.
Can't find a place.
Don't give me that. 120 bodies empty out every minute.
120 bodies might be a great start, but how many of those are bodies that Tommy would be able to inhabit? I'm not saying one needs to be super picky when choosing a new body for reincarnation purposes, but maybe at the very least have an Amazon wish list ready to go?
Agatha, am I killing this boy so my brother can live?
No, Billy. Sometimes boys die.
Catherine Hahn so perfectly embodies the role of a mother who has done terrible things all her life after being twisted by the grief of loss. So go ahead and take away one more sin before I remember that she killed a dog.
Congratulations, my love!
Aubrey Plaza plays a character who revels in other people's misery. Cliché.
I want my prize!
This raises a good point. Both Billy and Jen teleported out of the Witch's Road when they got what they wanted at the end. So if Agatha was allowed to leave the Witch's Road, why didn't she get her powers back? Is it just so you can have Billy show up and save her in a few minutes? It's so Billy can show up and save her in a few minutes, isn't it?
I'm thinking death by 1,000 cuts!
I really don't understand the Agatha-Rio relationship. Sure, Rio has a job to do. Agatha's been alive way too long, so she's got to bring her in. Rio has feelings for Agatha. She decides to slowly bleed Agatha to death while cackling. It might be entertaining, but it doesn't really make sense.
I am the natural order of all things, baby.
Episode does not contain a group of teenagers getting final destinationed.
Don't take it all.
He says to the gluttonous serial killer. Quick question. I've loved all the costumes in this show. They're one of my favorite parts of the series. But did this particular outfit change need Agatha to hit a requisite level of power before she could summon it? I'm a little confused about how magic clothes work.
We can't fight death.
No, but they could flee death, right? Billy's already proved death can apparently lose track of souls. Agatha's been bargaining with death for centuries, so fight isn't their only option, right?
Is this how Nikki died?
Billy guilting Agatha into sacrificing herself after he already volunteered to stay with death. Way to play on that trauma, Billy. Billy really is just like his mom. Rio looks way too sad for someone who tried to murder Agatha with a kitchen sink. Whoa, she decomposed real fast. Is it a witch thing or an age thing or maybe a kissing death thing? You've got me thinking about biology and ecosystems now, and I don't like it. Rio is suddenly cool with the whole Billy being an abomination and upsetting the balance of life and death thing. Padding your runtime with a walk of shame. New Jersey. Nothing says superhero more than driving away in defeat in a Subaru Forester while mournful music plays.
I'm gone for 24 hours. What happened?
I feel like more time could have been spent on Billy telling his parents what happened, and less time could have been spent on his moody emo walk. Oh no. Are they Kaiser Sozeing us? I think they're f***ing Kaiser Sozeing us.
It was me.
Not ending this episode with a chipper It Was Billiam All Along song.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
He is an
Abomination!
You call what you did special treatment.
Special treatment for the special boy.
Why do you let them believe those things about you? Huh? About Nikki?
I met little Nikki.
If Billy is killed, he'll reincarnate again and then you'll lose him.
Science! Hey! Liar!
I'm thinking death by 1,000 cuts!
That was Annette Bening from American Beauty.